Hello boys and girls, this is Mr. Bedley teaching you Excel Lesson 47 from the 4th grade Excel Lesson Series. Today we're going to be learning about multiplying two-digit numbers where there is a 0 in the ones place of the multiplier, but there's going to be no regrouping on these, so they're going to be pretty simple problems. And before we get started, I got a little joke for you. So here it goes. What did 0 say to 8? What did 0 say to 8? Well, you're going to have to stay tuned to find out the answer to that riddle. And here we go with our math lesson. First, they're doing 32 times 20. Well, it shows it to you in steps. It can be kind of confusing. Let me just do it up here for you. You can watch me do this. 32 times 20. I can do 2 times 0 is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. Put down my placeholder. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. And then add it up and get 640. And they ask you when there is a 0 in the ones place in the multiplier, that would be right there, can you see a step that can be eliminated? Can you? Well, hopefully you notice that this first step of multiplying by the 0 is a waste of time, because look, you get 640 here and 640 right there. 640 here, 640 here. There's no point in even doing this part. So really what I'm doing is I'm multiplying 32 times 2 tens. I'm just multiplying it by the tens. I have no ones, so what's the point in multiplying it by the ones? So we're going to do some of these problems together. We're going to skip this first step of multiplying by the ones place. Here we have a 0 because if I'm multiplying by 3 tens, I need to have the number end in a 0. And 2 times 3 is 6, and 4 times 3 is 12. Real easy. Let's do number 2 together. I'm going to put down a 0 here for the ones place because I'm multiplying 3 times 20, not times 2. 3 times 20 is 60. You see how that looks there? 60. And then 9 times 20 is 1800. Excuse me, 90, not 9 times 20. 90 times 20 is 1800. And so I get the answer of 1860, 1860. Okay, pause the video, do just number 3, and then turn it back on when you're ready for the solution to number 3. Alright, so you should have already done number 3, and here we go. I'm going to put down a 0 to hold that empty ones place, and then I'm doing 21 times 8, so, excuse me, times 80. 1 times 80 is 80, see there's the number 80 right there, and then 20 times 80 is 1600, and so you can see the answer there. Okay, try numbers 4 through 6, pause the video, turn it back on when you're ready to see the solutions. So we put down a 0 here, 1 times 60 is 60, and 30 times 60 is 1800. Here we have 3 times 30 is 90, and then 70 times 30 is 2100. Notice this is in the hundreds place, that's in the thousands place, this is 2100. Alright, then we have 2 times 40, which is 80, and then 60 times 40, which is 2400. Alright, for each of these problems, the multiplier will be 10. We should be able to do these real quickly. 46 times 10 is 460. 57 times 10 is 570. See how easy that is? We're just taking the number 557, sliding it over one place value to the left, because we're multiplying it by 10, and the answer ends up with 10 on it. Okay, pause the video, do 9 through 12 as fast as you can on your own. Alright, you should have already done these. The first one is 240, 380. Notice the number 38 comes right down there. Some kids write 308, but that makes no sense. It's going to be the 3 and the 8 are going to stay together. 21 times 10 is 210. 75 times 10 is 750. What if the result of a number is multiplied by 10? So you just move it over one spot is what they're pointing out to you. All right, And we got a couple of problems for you to try with check answers, so go ahead and do both of these boxes, pause the video, turn it back on when you're ready to see those solutions. Alright, so first of all we have 2 times 30, which is 60. Then we have 60 times 30, which is 1800. Here we have 1 times 50, that's easy, 50. 90 times 50 is 4500. So you should have written 18, oops, that's not very neat. Make sure you write nice and neatly. I'm using a stylus on my iPad right now, so it's a little bit tricky. You should be able to write neater than that with a pencil. 11, carry the 1. 9 plus 5 is 14, carry the 1. And 6. Always add up those check answers. Don't ever just copy this number down to here. You're going to get caught on that, and that's laziness, and it's not giving you the results of knowing if your answers in the box are probably correct or not. It's the whole point of the check answer. Okay, then down here we have 78 times 10, which you can just do. It's so easy. And here we have 1 times 50 is 50, and then 70 times 50 is 3,500. So you should have 3550 right here, 780, or the other one on the top. You're adding those together, 13, 13, 4. Actually add those together all the time. Never fake your check answers. Alright, we got some math facts for you to practice here as quickly as you possibly can. So pause the video, do all of these really fast, and then turn the video back on to see if you have the correct solutions. So you should have already done all these problems. And first I'm going to tell you the answer to our riddle. What did 0 say to 8? And you know what 0 said to 8? Nice belt. There's your answers. Pause the video. Make sure that you have all the correct answers there. And change any of the answers that you have wrong. Make sure you're doing them on your own, though. Don't ever cheat on those. You're only cheating yourself by copying things off the video, because you're not going to get any better at the math. And that will definitely show up as time goes on and you start getting lower and lower scores on your tests and you start getting more frustrated on your daily math. You've got to follow the procedures in the video, which is to pause the video and try things on your own. Even if it's a struggle for you, that's the whole point of math, is that you are supposed to struggle. It's supposed to be a bit of a challenge for you. So you just give it your best shot and see, just take it the way it comes. So thanks for watching.